Okay, this is construction number 4, the angle bisector. Go ahead and pause the video so you can copy down the steps. Alright, now that you've copied down the steps, let's talk about what's the point of this. So the point of this is we're going to start with this angle, and we're going to somehow draw a line in the middle so that the angle gets cut perfectly into 2 equal parts. The line is not going to be like that, where it's like one tiny angle and one big angle. It's going to be perfectly in half. So this is bisector. Bisector, as a reminder, means to cut in half. And then this funny looking symbol, ABC, the way you say that out loud is angle ABC. So as you can see over here, we started with angle ABC. That's referring to the big angle. And then the line in the middle, that's what we're going to draw. It's going to cut the big angle into 2 parts. So let's start with step 1. Place the compass at Q. As a reminder, please don't force these open. Just gently twist it and put the needle at Q. And it says to draw an arc of any width so that it meets the 2 sides of the angle. Okay, and as a reminder, you don't want to move the compass. You want to move the paper under it, kind of like this. And then don't hold your compass straight up and down. Hold it to the side, just gentle pressure. I'm holding it at the needle. Alright, so we have, it meets both sides of the angle, and let's label those as X, the point of intersection X. And then we'll label this one as Y. Step 2 says to place the compass at X. Draw an arc of any width in between the 2 sides of the angle. So I'm going to put my compass at X, and I'm going to bend it to the side, and I'm going to draw an arc in the middle, in between the angle, kind of like this. Okay, now this is important. Don't let it slip without changing the width, so keep the width the same, don't change it. Place the compass at Y and draw a similar arc. Now I'm putting my needle at Y, I'm holding it at the needle side, and I'll move the paper under it like this. Just like that. Okay, we've made an X, so we want to label that point of intersection Z. And then what you do is you draw a line from Q to Z. And you need a ruler for this. You want to make it perfect. Okay, so what we have done is we started with the big angle, PQR, and we made 2 little smaller angles. This is the first smaller angle, and this is the second smaller angle. Now what we can say about these 2 angles is they are exactly the same. So for example, if this one, if you guys remember using protractors, if this one was like a 30-degree angle, then the one on the bottom would also be 30-degree angles. So it takes one big angle and it makes 2 angles that are the same size if you're using a protractor. Now you get to try it. Pause the video, do this one, unpause it when you think you're done. Alright, so step 1, place the needle in the center and draw an arc so that it meets both sides. Move the paper. Hold the compass at the needle side. Don't force it, just light pressure. Alright, it meets the 2 sides, and we'll label those points as X and Y. Then, place the needle at either point. I'm going to start with X. And you're actually going to have to adjust the width a little bit wider. Since the angle is so big, let's bring these 2 further apart. Alright, now you want to put the needle at X and draw an arc. Here's the important part. Don't let it slip. Don't let it change width. Without letting it change width, you're going to do the similar arc at Y. Put the needle at Y. So the goal is to get an X up here, somewhere in this area. And what you do is you label that intersection point as Z. So there you go. the goal, once more, is we started with a giant angle. This is called an obtuse angle. And now we have two tiny angles, two baby angles. And those baby angles are the same size. There's the first baby angle, and there's the second baby angle.